Out in the storm. Lear and his fool wandered lost on the dark moors. Lear's anger was by now as wild as the storm. He cried and shouted at the sky, overcome by the cruelty of his daughters. He saw that his fool was cold and wet, and he was sorry about it, but he saw very little. Apart from that, he already knew who he was anymore. He was half made. He was found like this by Caius, who had escaped from the castle. Caius took the king to an old hut. Nervi the fool went in first, but ran out again almost immediately, crying, a ghost. Inside the hut was a madman called Poor Tom. He was very pale and dirty, with big staring eyes. He was sitting talking nonsense to himself. Lear sat down beside poor Tom. I can see you have daughters, sir, he said to poor Tom. Yes, you have given them all you had, and that's why you are now so poor and so mad. What wicked creatures they are! Lear and the madman talked quite happily to each other. It was clear by now that Lear was as mad as poor Tom. Suddenly they saw a light coming towards them. It was Gloucester, who had secretly left his castle to look for the king and take him somewhere warm and dry. Lear made him take poor Tom too. Soon after he returned to his own castle, Gloucester found out that the sisters were plotting to have Lear killed. He rushed back to the king to warn him. Take the king to Dover, he told Caius. I know a safe place there where you can stay just across the sea from France. I will send some of my own men with you to look after the king. When they reached Dover, Caius, who was really the Duke of Kent, set off for France immediately, leaving the king in the safe hands of Gloucester's men. As soon as he arrived, he went to tell Cordelia, now Queen of France, what had happened. Cordelia was horrified. She persuaded her husband, the King of France, to send an army to Britain to help King Lear. She wanted to make her father King of Britain again and punish her sisters. Cordelia herself came with her army to fight for her country.